Hey team, I wanted to go over this SLDB swing trade. We really got paid on Friday for holding on to this, and I wanted to show you what caught my eye on it and why I held. So first of all, if you go back, you can see the stock had a nasty gap down. Okay, and the stock could not get over this 311, this 315 area. This was resistance the whole entire day before. We finally broke and held it, and that's where we got in, is at 315. We had a trade line VWAP cross, and we also were holding above the previous day's resistance. So it came up here on really light volume, and we held on to it during this day. We could have taken some profits here. If I knew it was going to fall all the way back, I would have taken profits and bought back. But it's a swing trade, and my stop loss was at 315. As long as that 315 area held, as you see, it came down here at the end of the day, tried to break it, bounced right back, so I held it. We opened up on Friday, opened up, came down, and look, we did a double bottom bounce off of the close and had a trade line VWAP cross with volume. This is when I say, guys, you have to feel the heartbeat of the stock. Now, if you can't sit and watch the stock, it's awesome to set stop losses, but sometimes the stock will come down, bounce off, areas where they know stop losses are, and then bounce back up. I know all of us have been a part of that. It's part of trading, but I knew that that 315 area held, that we're going to get a push. Now, let me show you on the daily chart too. So on the daily chart, we had a nasty pullback. Okay, and you can see this 320, 315 area is the bottom of this candle. My goal was 365, the top of this wick here, so we get up into the gap. So my goal was to break up here, 315, and take profits at 365. And I want you to notice, guys, how we dipped down, we found support, and then this is a confirmation day. This is the day that we got in. We held above this low and showed us that we're about to start an uptrend. Now we had to hold this, or we're going to go back down into this previous channel. We broke up and out. Next day was confirmation. We held it and we pushed. Now my goal was to get in here and sell before we got into the gap, because I want to see what happens when we get into the gap next week. You can see increasing volume here. We can see that we have the accumulation line, instead of going flat, curling up. So I didn't see the high volume that I wanted to see on this day. So guys, I took profits. Let's go back to the 3-minute. So my goal was 365. I took some profits at 350 because it was an area of resistance. So I wanted to make sure we took profit, because you can see that we got up here yesterday during lunch and didn't hold it. And look, we made the same time during lunch, but guys, look what was different. Yesterday, during lunch, it was low volume pushes. And guys, this volume bar is the reason I held. Most of the time you see a selling bar like that and the stock absolutely crumbles. And then we had a low volume sell-off. This is like, when we see a green bar and the stock doesn't go up, we're like, uh-oh, we got to sell. Kind of the same thing here. Green bar, stock didn't drop. So I was willing to risk to hold this. And that's when I say reading the heartbeat of the stock. So look how the volume profile is different. Higher volume. Not so much here, guys. That's why I took some profit. Moved my stop loss up to this 340 area, because I didn't want the same thing to happen the day before to catch me again. So I set my stop loss here at 340 after taking some profits at 350. We came up here, tapped off 360, consolidated, And then we broke up here to 365, guys. I took some more profits here at 365. That was my goal. Alright, I know we're coming up to resistance at that gap fill, and I know it's coming into the weekend. I didn't want to hold this. So I will be watching this to hold that gap fill. Really hold this 350 and see it kind of collapse here at the end of the day. Looking for a 350 to hold, or looking for a push to test 4. But I reached my goal that I set in my swing trade, so I took profits, rewarded myself, and now watching for another entry. You can see that stock came down, found support, we started an uptrend, we got in on the second day where we held this day's candle. This resistance became support, and the same thing happened on Friday, and we got paid. That's what we're always looking for. We're looking for uptrends. We're looking for resistance to become support each day. And that's what we got out of SLDB. Alright guys, most of the time I won't mess with a stock until the trade line catches up. But this stock has absolutely got hammered. This could be a dead cat bounce. It could easily fall back down. So I wanted to take some profits. But guys, that's a beautiful little uptrend here. And we caught it. Great work, team. Can't wait till next week. This was SLDB.